Hello everyone. Welcome to Sweetie Speaks official YouTube channel. This is resume building series and now we are going to see some sample resumes. I'll explain the resume format and I'll explain what are the contents of the resume format and what how we have organized the content and why we have organized in the way we have done. Today we are going to see a sample resume of a verification professional who has 1 year of internship experience. A lot of people who had internship experience, 1 year internship experience, had queries on their resume. So, this sample resume is going to help resolve all your queries. Now, let me explain each and every section of this resume in detail. At the top, if you see, I have written full name. You can write your full name at the top. Next important thing is, now this is the thing which you should take a note of. In some sample resumes, what I have seen, people have mentioned their contact detail towards the end. You should always mention your contact details at the top so that if anyone wants to contact you, they should not struggle to find your contact details in the resume. That's why you should keep your contact number, your location, your email ID, and I also highly recommend you people to keep the link for your LinkedIn. Here, if you see, this is just the link which I have kept. Once, if anyone clicks on that link, they'll go to my LinkedIn ID. Why do I recommend to keep the link? The reason is we have very limited space in our resume and we can put limited amount of data. So we try to put whatever is important here and more details we can put in your LinkedIn. For example, say you have done 5 projects, but in our resume, we will write the top 3, whatever are relevant to the position. And remaining 2, if you want, you can update it in your LinkedIn. And you can keep your LinkedIn profile properly updated, whatever courses you have done, all the details. We will also have a separate video on how to build your LinkedIn profile. You can go through that when we have that video, but for now just understand the reason why we are recommending to share the link for LinkedIn is because if someone wants, they will go through your LinkedIn profile, which usually they do before calling you. They do go through your LinkedIn profile. Keep it updated, keep it properly formatted so that that will also help you in getting shortlisted. So this is about the top section. It was mainly your name and your contact details. One more important point to note down is here, in some resumes, what I have seen, people are writing their detailed address like flat number, this society, this thing, pin code. That is not needed in your resume. No one is going to come to your home to tell you you are shortlisted. No, the only reason they are telling you to mention the location is because if you are already located in Bangalore, it will be easy for them to call you on site. If you are not available, then they will need to plan it, like they'll need to intimate you in advance or whatever. So that's why only location, the city and country is enough. No need to write the detailed address. Please take a note. Please never write your detailed address in the resume. Okay, just the city and country is enough. Now, this much section is clear. We have covered this much. Next thing is statement of purpose, or you can name it as career objective. You can choose your words: career objective, objective, statement of purpose, whatever it is. Here, what you have to do, here you can write your years of experience and what kind of opportunities you are looking for. For example, this person has 1 year experience in verification. So we have written verification professional. And internship experience. Looking for what kind of opportunities? For front end VLSI. This person is only interested in front end VLSI. This gives a clear idea of what is your work experience, what is your domain, and what kind of job opportunities you are looking for. Now, please take a note, all throughout the resume, I mostly focus on using keywords. We don't use too many long sentences. We try to cover the important details in minimum words. I call them keywords. For example, if you see in this one statement of purpose, how many keywords I have used. Verification is one keyword. 1 year, second keyword. Then internship, another keyword, fourth. Front end VLSI, fifth keyword. So mainly we have used keywords which give the important information. Next thing is how to organize skill. Here also I have seen many freshers especially are struggling a lot on how to organize the skill. Some people are just writing the skills in like one after the another, in like here they will write verilog, then they'll write system verilog, then next line they'll write UVM. Now what is the disadvantage if you write the skills like this? First thing is it is wasting a lot of space in your resume. If you just cover one skill in every line, it will waste a lot of space. The second disadvantage is it is not well organized. Here, if you see what I have done, I have segregated all these skills into sections. For example, Verilog, System Verilog, UVM, and RAL. These are skill sets related to verification. So I have put them in the verification section. Then, if you see digital design, computer architecture, VLSI design, these are related to design. So I have kept it in a separate section called as design. Similarly, I have a section for scripting, and there is certain knowledge which will you will gain only by working in industry, like some industry knowledge which you have gained, like power aware verification, assertion based verification. So these kind of things which you have learned in industry. Then when you come to industry, you also gain the knowledge of version control tools, so whatever version control tools you have learned, and then whatever interpersonal skills you have, that also you can mention. So this way I encourage people to segregate your skill sets into different sections. It will help people to easily identify what skill sets you have relevant to what particular thing. So it will be easily readable and it will reduce the space. Here if you see just name of section, skill, then another skill, another skill. Now the next section will be work experience. This particular person has 1 year of internship experience. So whatever is your position, whatever was the name of your position, that, then the name of organization, the location, and even from what time duration to what time duration. Please note, I have covered everything in one line. I have covered the position, then I have just given this hyphen, then here we have covered the name of organization, we have given comma, the location, and then again this particular thing to split, and then we have given the duration. So all this information you can easily fit in one line and it still looks good. Don't waste a lot of lines for that, because we want to cover all important information in one page. I always recommend one page resume format only. No one has time to turn the pages. That's why I always recommend one page resume format. So try to cover all this information in single line. Then let me explain you how to describe the work experience. You need to take a note of few very important things. You should never ever disclose any company confidential information. For example, whatever are the internal features of any project which you have worked on, or say if the chip is not even released in market, they have not announced, you can't even write the name of that particular chip. So all these things you have to take care. You should not break any NDA agreement with your organization. You should be very careful for that. We have to stay within ethics. That's why we will describe it in a generic language, but still cover all the important points. How? This person has worked on coverage. Which coverage? Functional coverage. And what this person has achieved? 99.7%. It is a very good percentage. This person has achieved 99.7% coverage. This is not company confidential, how much you have achieved coverage. Why? Because you are not telling what particular, you are not telling the name of the chip or nothing, just the coverage which you have achieved, not for this particular chip or anything. For a SOC project, SOC can be anything, any system on chip. Okay. Or if you want, say for example, you have worked on server SOC, so generic you can write for server SOC project. So this is not company confidential. This is just your achievements. 99.7%, which is good coverage you have achieved. Next thing is, this person has created some assertions from scratch for a subsystem level new design. There was a new subsystem for which you have written assertions, which adds value to your profile, right? Then you have worked on power aware verification, which is a good thing. And you have created some automated scripts. So mainly 4 points which this person has worked during internship: coverage, assertions, power aware verification, and script automation. And if you see again, I have covered point wise, and none of the point is more than one line. I am trying to use as minimum words as possible and mostly keywords. Here, if you see in this one line, how many keywords I have? Coverage is a keyword. Functional coverage, complete functional coverage is a keyword. This number is a keyword. SOC is a keyword. Here, if you see, assertion is a keyword. Subsystem is a keyword. Power aware verification itself is a keyword. SOC is a keyword. Automated scripts is a keyword. Regression is a keyword. Python is a keyword. So, if you see carefully, I am just trying to use the keywords mostly to describe what I have done. Now, since this person is almost a fresher, just has 1 year internship experience, educational qualification also we have to mention, and the percentage CGPA also. If you already have crossed 3+ years experience, then you can put this education towards the end. Here what I did, I put the work experience first, and after that I am putting education, and then I'll put the academic projects. So education, since this person has only bachelor's degree, I have also mentioned HSC and SSC percentage. If you have master's degree and you don't have a lot of space in your resume, you can skip HSC and SSC percentage. If they ask later, you can provide, you can just mention your master's and bachelor percentage. And here, if you see carefully, again, I'm trying to cover all the information in 2 lines max. What I'm covering, what degree you have done, in what particular specialization, from which college or institute, from which year, the time duration, and what CGPA or percentage, whatever. All this information I am trying to cover max in 2 lines. So you can also see there are various type of formats you can use. Here I am just giving you a sample format. This is one format wherein you can save space, and still it doesn't look cluttered. It's the resume still looks very neat and clean. So this is how we can cover education. Now the last section will be academic projects which you have done. I always recommend to write at least 2 minimum academics projects if you are a bachelor's and you have placement from college. If you don't have placement from college, 3 minimum. And if you are masters, minimum 3 projects, not less than 3, and good quality projects. Now let's see what projects these are. Risk architecture is a very hot topic going on in market right now, in VLSI market. So what this person did, they did a project on risk v architecture. What they did something related to 5-stage risk v data path. Now if you see here, The title of the project should be very clear. Here, if you see, the title is very clear: Design and Simulation of 5-Stage Risk-Free Data Path. What this person did: design and simulation of what? Risk-free processor. What? 5-stage. So all these are again keywords. It's very clear. This person did design and simulation on risk-free and 5-stage. Again, if you see in point wise, I am describing with the help of keywords, and what you did, that should be very clear. The more details you can describe later, but at least what you tried to achieve, that should be clear. And again, try to describe in max 2 to 3 points. You can describe. I'll show you how. Now, this person, what they did, they designed a micro architecture for single cycle processor. This is a single cycle processor incorporating all instructions specified. So there is a document in which they have took the reference and the instructions were specified, and they have used that document for risk v, and they have created using Verilog. Now here also you see there are keywords. Design microarchitecture. Microarchitecture is a keyword. Single cycle processor is a keyword. Instructions is a keyword. Under this particular document is a keyword, whatever document it is, and Verilog is a keyword. So mostly we are trying to use keywords. From this, what is clear, and see, it is in very easy language, easy to understand. What is clear? The person has used single cycle processor. They have designed microarchitecture. They have taken a spec for the instructions as reference, and they have used Verilog language. What they did, they synchronized the 5-stage pipeline. The pipelining which is there in this particular project is five stage, and they have synchronized it. And they eliminated the data hazards. Very clear what this project has achieved. Another good project is on memory, especially cache. So here, if you see, this person has enhanced cache controller. They have done some enhancement on cache controller. Let's see the description. What they did, designed a cache controller with good cache hit ratio. It means they improved the hit ratio. What was the hit ratio for them? It was greater than 70%. This is what they have achieved, greater than 70%. And it can also give multiple bit output, 8, 16, 32, 64. You can choose. If you don't want complete 64 bits, you can just read 8 bits. If you want 16 bits, you can read 16 bits. So that thing is possible in the project, and they have done it for 3 different CPUs. Again, we have used lot of keywords. Cache controller is a keyword in itself. Hit ratio is a keyword. This percentage which they have achieved is a keyword. Multiple bit output is a keyword. These numbers are the keywords. 3 different agents or CPUs is a keyword. Mostly we are describing our project with the help of keyword. And then the main idea is to distinguish between the read and write request criticality. So here, what algorithm they have used? They have distinguished between read-write criticality, giving more priority to the read request. Similarly, if you see in AXI3 protocol, we have tried to again describe with the help of keyword. Here, if you see, the design was for AXI Lite 3 protocol for single master, single slave, and we were performing the handshake for the single master, single slave using 5 independent channels. And then they have done some constraint randomization. So again, if you see, it is well described. Even the title is very proper, and we are using maximum keywords. This is how you should describe your college projects. I'll quickly summarize. The first section will be at the top, where you will write your name, your contact number, location, just the city and the country is enough, your email, and your LinkedIn. Here, if you see, I have not written words like phone number or location. I have given the symbol because it is self-explanatory. With symbol, people can understand. Second is, at least one line you should have, like career objective or statement of purpose or objective, where you can write your years of experience, what is your domain, what kind of opportunities you are looking for. Then skill sets. Here we have tried to properly organize into different sections. Work experience, again you see your job title, the workplace, the location, and the duration we have tried to cover in one line. We have not taken any company confidential information. You should never use any company confidential information, any numbers which you are not supposed to share. You can write in generic terms. And then the education, here if you see education, how we have described in less space, and then the projects in the keywords. Try to use this as a sample and create your own resume. This is just the first sample which I am sharing. In the upcoming video lectures in this series, which is resume building series on Sweetie Speaks official YouTube channel, we are going to come up with some more sample resumes which will give you a much better idea, and I will also resolve all your queries. If you have any more queries on resume building, please post it in the comment section. I'll pick it up and I'll try to resolve it in the upcoming sessions. I hope these all video lectures which I'm creating are helping you, especially for the VLSI aspirants. To stay tuned, please subscribe to Sweetie Speaks official YouTube channel. See you in the next video lecture.